Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of Singapore Pokken Weekly. I'm Karo, I'm gonna be your host, and in my lap is Fluffy the Pikachu. You can't see him right now because we don't have a webcam on, but rest assured he's there, and he's gonna be here to cheer everybody on as we play these games. Starting off with a winner's semis match here. Since this is the new season of a weekly, we get a lot more players than usual. And we've got some visitors over from the OCE side, Antwerp and Jamesibell. None of them are playing their usual mains, but I guess they want to get some tournament experience with a couple of non-standard characters. We'll see how they fare with that. So we've got Antwerp on P1 side playing Machamp, and Jamesibell on P2 side playing Blaziken, having a little stare down in field phase. James losing that one, going straight into the counter attack, and backing off slowly, knowing that he doesn't need to approach as much in this matchup. He can just wait for James to approach. As Ken doesn't have the best projectile game, Ken wants to be up close as well. So just one of those rare matchups where Machamp doesn't really need to struggle as much as far as trying to get in. He can sit back a little bit, try and bait Ken into doing something dangerous, and so far it's been working out pretty well for Ant. And James bringing... wow. With these supports right up. Definitely counterpicking there with some player knowledge. But now James is in. Getting some pressure in. All he needs is one more phase, really. This is still anyone's game, despite the health values. The grab comes in, and playing it a bit safe, going for the burst now, with 15 seconds left on the clock. Just going for his shield pressure, gonna push James back, and hits the shield break. Excellently played with that shield pressure sequence. And switching over to Carp this time. He won't be able to delete Latios like he did in the last round. But James ready for the submission. Counters it. And now Ant is in the corner. He's going to be taking all this pressure. The burst wave connected. But Ant fighting his way out of the corner, going for a bulk up and backdashes back in. Just barely missed. But that shield has been broken. And now we're going to be getting some big damage up against the wall. Yeah, you don't need to make things too fancy, you don't need to burn too much of a HP going for something like this. Just go right into the burst attack. Get yourself the speed boost. And right back into duo. So useful here. And now Latios is up. And Ant calling Magikarp. Backfired on him that time. He's back against the wall. This grab is going to take it. Yeah, just shake it off. Sticking a Magikarp for the final round is Antwerp. And James going over to Yveto. Shields are getting broken all over the place in this game right now. Low with the 2x. And this is a real slugfest right now. I back off a bit. Oh, that was the armor piercing one. And now... nice backdash. James backing off of the backdash, letting Ant go ahead and use his burst. Puts up Magikarp in feud. Now, that's a lot of shield pressure. James guessing wrong on that one. And the shield is turning red. James tried to get out of the block string. Press the button. Lost for his troubles. And he's going to take this grab. Excellently played by Antwerp. So Antwerp showing knowledge of the matchup, knowing how to play, knowing the fact that he can stay back a little bit and bait things out, and, well, that Pachirisu call to lead Latios, that was certainly something. It feels like it might have been something that maybe these two have been playing a lot recently, this matchup, or at least maybe those two supports, because they were ready. They were ready to immediately call it just to delete those pillars. So in theory, Latios would be pretty good against Machamp because Latios is a big old space restriction tool. And Machamp doesn't appreciate that. Stuffing out the startup is Antwerp, going into duo, and just look at this back and forth, just playing footsies. Good answer. Goes for a bulk up in between. Alright. Out comes the Latios. Out comes Pachirisu, and we're right back to neutral. James going for a lunge, getting in, and now he's in the corner. Goes for a grab reset. Back into feud. And now they're both trying to bait out something to perfect block. Antwerp with the successful one. Goes in for the charge, goes for the bulk up. One more hit's going to be the end of Jamesibell, so he's got to be careful. And James is pushing the message, going in, spending all his HP, and he gets grabbed. So now Ant is sitting on match point for going into winners finals. Confident is Ant going back to Magikarp. And again with the successful perfect block into grab, drops his shield against the Blaze Kicks twice in a row. But activates Latios a bit too close, and the grab is going to take it. Gets the bulk up, you're gonna have to be careful now. Antwerp calling out the sidewalk. And James going for burst, activating Magikarp to try and keep him off a little bit, but that second hit of homing is going to get interrupted by burst attack, and Magikarp can't do anything about that. This is gonna be a decent chunk of damage and a speed up buff for James, and we're staying in feud for now. James not expecting the full charge on the homing. And this is going to be so much damage though. We're going right back into the corner. I'm gonna block this Oki, and this is a really bad situation for James now. And straight up going for the grab right away, and that's going to close out the game. So excellent play by Antwerp. And he advances to winners finals. James moving down to loser side.